Hello everyone and welcome back to more of the Oblivous Garden. In the last episode, we got to learn how to make tea. Didn't turn out so well, but we got to learn, which is enough. But now, Leira is going to show us how it's really done. She's apparently this tea expert. So, let's continue. Leira, your highness, the water is ready.
别磨磨蹭蹭的，快把烧好的水取过来。
Why do I have to obey your orders? I hand her the kettle.
温度刚好。
Leira seems satisfied.
艾尔老师，您辛苦了。
Diana shows her concern to me. Oh, and last episode I got a comment saying that the voices sound muffled. That's just how the game was done. So the voice acting isn't super great, but, you know, whatever. Can't do anything about it, so. These two princesses are so different. Well, it is my pleasure. Leira seems to be more upset at hearing me talking with Diana.
好了，庶民，赶快来跟本公主一较高下吧。
But how?
当然是由迪安娜出题，我们两人来泡制同样的茶品来比较水准了。
啊，关于这点，
Diana looks shy. She lowers her head.
其实我了解的茶的品种也不是很多。那么按照两位自己喜欢泡制的茶来决胜负怎么样？
好吧。
It's fine with me.
那么好的，就这样来决胜负吧，没有问题吗？
别啰嗦了，赶快开始吧。
Please don't underestimate me. Seriously,
区
dude?
区一个庶民，
Did you
能有
see
什
what
么
we
作
made
为？
last time?
总之，请你们加油吧。
Yeah, I got to do this again. Okay. You know, we're gonna try the dosage to minimum. Okay. Whoa. Ah. Oops. I had to click on the fin to get the tea to work. I don't think I did that last time, so I don't know why it worked this time. Oh well. Oops. I made so many mistakes with the tea I chose. Diana looks at me regretfully and Leira shows her disdain.
怎样啊，庶民？见识到我和你之间的差距了吗？
You haven't finished yet. It's too soon to determine the winner.
你就尽管逞强吧，我的胜利根本就没有任何悬念。
After saying this, Leira picks up the teapot and pours the liquid in it into a small teacup. Her movements are so elegant and gentle. The pleasant scent of tea fills up the room immediately.
哇，莱拉好厉害！
How? How can it be? I never thought the scent of tea could be so nice. It is more than tea. I think the liquid in the cup is a work of art.
这种结果是理所当然的，因为对你而言，茶只不过是普通的饮品罢了。实际上，茶可是联系着好几门复杂的学问呢。
I smile bitterly, seeing Lear's immensely proud face. I should not have started the dispute with this girl. Anyway, I'm not good enough. This is the end of the match. Daddy suggests that we walk to the garden to chat and enjoy the tea we just made.
原来你们两位就是为了这种事情比试茶艺啊！
I'm sorry I raised the challenge. Please excuse me.
等等，迪安娜，这种事是什么意思吗？
Leira asked Diana discontentedly.
我说错了什么了吗？
Diana seems to be scared like a hamster. She looks at Leira with the jitters.
所以说，什么叫这种事啊？
Oh, Leira's pissed. Better let her tell her.
迪安娜，你可知道名誉对于一个贵族来说有多重要吗？那可是比生命还要重要的事啊！身为君临贵族顶点的王族，就更应该将这点牢记在心里才行。特别是你，
对不起。
Being blamed by Leira in such a harsh tone, Diana is about to cry. Oh, I have to say something. Don't be so serious, Diana. Leira, Your Highness, it was just a slip of the tongue.
如果真是口误，我才不会去计较。问题是，这孩子作为王族实在太没自觉了。每当看到他这样子，我就……
Leira seems to be angrier than before. She takes a breath and swallows her tea. And Diana just keeps silent as if she's afraid of making Leira angry again. Diana, Her Highness, just lacks experience. I believe she will understand later and show more responsibility as a member of the royal family.
但愿如此吧。
Leira seems to become less furious. Diana steals a glance at me and thanks me with her smile. I smile bitterly. These two princesses have a good relationship even though they are so different. What a miracle! Yay! The beautiful melody of a violin echoes in my ears. Different from the ordinary royal music I've heard before, this melody has a lively rhythm which makes me feel an upsurge of emotions. I feel like I'm standing under the blue sky and watching the clouds rolling far away when I close my eyes. I seem like I could even fly with the clouds in the next second. When I open my eyes, I can see the player's beautiful figure. Leira is concentrating so hard that she has not noticed me. Her movements are full of strength and beauty, which are so impressive to me. Even a bard who is always traveling will be overshadowed by this lively performance. If Leira was as good in fencing as she is at playing the violin, she could beat a mercenary who came through countless fights. The performance ends while I'm thinking. Leira takes a breath and walks to me. Seems that it might be a bit difficult for her slim arms to play like this. I can see some sweat on her forehead under the sunlight.
你好像终于变聪明点了嘛，庶民。
Leira puts her violin in the box and picks up the tea I made for her. Well, I think it's not good for you to always be angry at my awkwardness, Your Highness.
想用这种小聪明来讨我欢心，可真是肤浅。
Well, this princess barely changes. She is harsh as usual. Leira sits opposite me in unconcerned fashion and takes a sip of tea.
这是什么味道？
What, is it too sweet?
这种奇怪的甜味，我还是第一次尝到。你都
That's
往里面
jam.
放了些什么东西
I
啊？
put 3 teaspoons each of cherry and strawberry flavor.
啊？怎么会有这种邪门的调味法？
Because it was rare to see sugar in the army when we were marching, so we usually used locally produced fruit jams instead of sugar. That's how I developed this habit.
是，你居然给我泡这种粗人喝的茶？
Uh-oh. Are you unsatisfied with it? But it is really good for relieving fatigue.
岂止是不合口味，你这蠢货居然请一位公主喝这种下等人喝的茶，简直太无礼了！
Leira looks so angry with her face turning red, she dumps on the table. I snicker and keep playing tricks on this haughty princess. It was my fault that the opportunity to serve tea to the noble Princess Leira was ruined. I can only make this kind of poor tea. I plead guilty.
你这庶民，居然敢这样愚弄我！
We are mean, aren't we? Leira finally notices my trick. She stands up angrily and stares at me as if she wants to eat me. If Your Highness feels offended, I will pay the penalty, but Your Highness was the one who invited me here and asked me to make the tea. It is not becoming of a member of the royal family to criticize an elaborately made tea by a guest.
可恶，早知道就让玛丽安先准备好茶水了。
Realizing this irrefutable fact, Leira sits back forlornly. She must be angry at her miscalculation, or she would have teased me. It's no wonder. How could she know that someone as easygoing as me could play tricks on her? She would be picky if I made a normal tea, so I've made a strange taste she has never experienced, so she can't criticize me in any ways. As I'm playing the fool, she can only silently fume. Why was I so childish? Lyra's just a girl, no matter how noble she is. As an understanding gentleman, I should do nothing and jump into the trap to please her. Leira looks cute sitting there being angry now. This is hard for me. I smile bitterly and take a sip of the tea. There is a familiar fragrance. I really miss this taste. The tea became turbid because of the fruit jams. It also reminds me of my years in the army. When I became a general because of my noble identity and arriving at my camp, I was served by my subordinates with this weird tea, as Leira described it. I reacted in exactly the same way that as Leira did just now, but I became used to it after several years of battles. I even feel the tea has become tasteless. Does this mean I've gotten used to the taste? Or should I say, because of the cruel rules, my heart has become cold and numb. If this is the truth, how sad it is.
喂，那边的庶民，
Yes? Lyra's call pulls me out of my memories. What can I do for you, Leira, Your Highness?
你打算看着那杯茶发呆到什么时候？所以说，你傻看的茶杯在做什么呀？难不成打算只让我一个人喝这诡异的茶吗？
God, Lyra
我
is
可
such
不
a
会答应
bitch,
这种
isn't
卑劣的
she?
行径。快给我喝下去！
Why did I ever pick her? I look at my teacup. It is still full. What? I haven't drank this tea. I was so absent of mind that I didn't drink at all. But I hesitate when the teacup is near my mouth. It's been a long time since I drank it. If I still cannot taste it, does this prove that I became cold and numb? A numb heart shouldn't have any expectations for the future. The only way for me would be to go back to the battlefield. Am I going back to that bloody place again? My fears would return if I remembered anything from the battlefield. A place full of madness, death, and despair. Nothing could describe the disgusting and hateful place. Sadly, I could only find my losing fame there. Leira stares at me as if she will kill me if I don't drink it. Looking at her eyes, I suddenly came up with a question. As someone who has suffered due to war, what does Leira think about the wars? I'm quite curious about the answer. Leira, Your Highness?
怎么？你难道因为怕了这杯茶，想要向我讨饶吗？
I will finish it, even if the whole pot, if you want. Even the whole pot, if you
你
want.
怎么了？突然说出这种话来？
Well, before I drink this tea, I have a question for you. I know it may be impolite, but I really want to know your answer. Leira gives me a dismissive
既
smile.
然你知道这问题可能会失礼，为了我考虑的话，就应该把它憋在肚子里。像你这样不直接说出来，而先跟我打招呼，根本就是在吊我的胃口。这行为本身就已经够失礼了。
I regret my inconsiderate remarks. Please forgive me.
对你这庶民的脑袋来说，考虑不到这个程度也是当然的。我才懒得计较这种小事。
That's good, I guess.
那么，就把你想要问的那个问题说来听听吧。
I ask her the question. Now, how is she going to answer, I wonder? You know what? We're going to find out how she's going to answer in the next episode. Take it easy, everybody.